गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः.
So keep your attention at the third eye. And pay attention to this mantra, what you just chanted. And become aware that Adi Guru, the first Guru, who shared all the wisdom, was Shiva. And it's very interesting. A lot of people think that Shiva is the god of destruction, which is not correct. If you literally see the meaning of Shiva, it is auspicious. And in terms of energy, Shiva is cosmic consciousness. And there is a beautiful mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, which literally translates to cosmic consciousness is one. Although to explain the creation, mythologically, they say that there is a creator, there is a sustainer, there is one who will dissolve the creation, and then creation will continue at a higher dimension. But in real terms, since this knowledge has a very deep connection to the first spiritual scientist in the world history, Shiva, who with his sadhana, tapasya practices, using the most scientific method of self-inquiry, which you are now doing, keeping your attention at the third eye, shared one of the most powerful knowledge system. The main aim of this knowledge system is very simple. Just to connect to you, to your inner teacher, inner intuition, inner guru, the energy of Jupiter, Guru are, the day of Guru. But today is a much more important day. This Guru Purnima comes only once a year, and this day is remembered mainly to honor the Adi Guru, Shiva, and his contribution and his blessings and his knowledge system. We all have experienced outer Guru in different forms. Mother is the first Guru. With this first Guru, our life actually starts. She keeps us for 9 months in the womb, nourishes us, and guides us till the end of our journey. So, in a way, she is the one who even brings you and helps you in your manifestation. Then you have gurus in the form of your teachers when you go to school. Then you go to university, you have other teachers. But something, until and unless starts burning inside you, a deep desire to go more deeper in your journey, not much changes. There's no big transformation happens. And once this burning desire, this passion, this fire starts inside you, when you are ready, the outside guru appears. That is how you meet your spiritual guru who answers all your thirst, who answers all your questions. And as you can see, the literal meaning of two words, gu and ru. Gu is remover and ru is darkness. Darkness literally means not darkness, it's more like ignorance. Because after manifestation, we are not aware from where we manifested, why we manifested, how we manifested, what we are doing here, how long we will be here. So these are some of the very, very deep queries when you have that inner fire, passion, burning desire to understand the deeper aspects of your journey. And then your outer guru helps you, guides you, brings light, brings clarity, and you are ready for a much deeper journey. And if your outer teacher has also his teacher. It is very interesting that once you put yourself on the path of self-inquiry, sooner or later in that journey, in that search, it will direct you, it will lead you to Shiva. So that's amazing. No matter where you are born, which culture, which tradition, the scientific, spiritual knowledge system deciphered and shared at the beginning of society when it was transforming from tribal shamanic culture to matriarch culture was the historical contribution of this tribal leader Shiva, who took this challenge to find the answers to all these eternal questions and helped us in understanding all deeper aspects of our journey. And the main aim of this knowledge was to connect you to your own inner teacher. That's the beauty. Not to make you dependent on the outer teacher, but liberate you. Because once you are connected with your inner teacher, you are on your own. You'll find the answers to all the questions. And that is the true meaning of liberation. And that is very interesting. The scientific part of this knowledge was studied through the mother of all sciences, which is called Tantra. Tan and Tra. Tan means expansion, expansion of consciousness. How, in a guided manner, you can expand yourself from the base consciousness to the love, and from the love to the divine, and from divine to cosmic, experiencing all the three dimensions. And what was the purpose of this expansion? The main purpose was liberation, Tra. And how the liberation happened? It helped you to connect to your inner teacher, inner guide, your intuition energy, which could guide you in all your experiences in all the three dimensions, offering you a real possibility of blissful existence. That is the real meaning of liberation, that you become bliss. You exist as bliss. Feel this energy of bliss, energy of cosmic bliss, the Shiva energy in your inner cosmic space. Inhale, we smile. A deep inhale, hold the breath, and during holding the breath, connect to your inner cosmic space inside you. The five prana energies mixing and creating a uniform cosmic space inside you. Something very similar what is happening now with the full moon. It is a replica of cosmic space. Experience this expansion. Experience this unique cosmic space, making your journey eternal and immortal. Rub your palms, put your hands on your eyes, cover your eyes with the palms, open the eyes in the dark. Connect back to this infinite dark space. Experience the witness state by moving the eyeballs upward, pulling the eyeballs upward, and then seeing forward in the dark space. This practice will help you to enter into a thoughtless state, stopping the eyeball movement. Experience the stillness, silence, infinite time, infinite space. and become aware you are not body, you are not mind, you are witness. Gently you will again manifest. Move your hands back in front of the heart center in the lotus mudra. In lotus mudra, we combine the two little fingers and two thumbs, the water element and fire element. And rest of the three fingers are open like petals of the lotus flower. When you become witness, you become a lotus flower, symbol of unconditional love. Contemplate on this new manifestation, new journey, new beginning. Bring the hands back to the Anjali mudra, Namaskar mudra. Again, rub your palms, put your hands on the face, deep breath, and come back. The most important part of self-inquiry was related to a very deep understanding of the energy design of the body and mind software. And the most important was how this five elements energy is operating in the gross body through the five fingers and in the subtle body by five element flow in the nostrils. In order to understand how intuitively Shiva deciphered this knowledge, you don't have to remember anything. You can, during your self-inquiry, decipher everything intuitively. Important is you have to become a witness. So there's no distraction of the mind. If you bring your right hand in front of you, you can bring and watch the five fingers. And one thing you will notice that the length of all the five fingers is different. They are not of the same length. And you will become aware that one finger, the middle finger, is the longest one. So this is what attracted attention of Shiva, and he became aware that this might be the source element. The most subtle element, which manifested from the prana energy, the creative intelligence. Because you manifested as what? As creative intelligence. And what is the energy of creative intelligence? It is coming as the energy of prana energy. And in the process of manifestation, the first 5 elements which manifested, which was the first element, the most subtle one, ether or space. So he became aware that it is the longest finger and all the elements are in it. Then make a circle of your right hand and start moving clockwise. And become aware what is the second element more gross than the ether or space, but vital element without which you would not have continued your experience. So immediately you will become aware that your journey started with your first inhale and it ends with your last exhale. So air element, which is a gross element, manifested from the space element. So this index finger, and a very, very challenging element. If air element and fire element are not in balance, you struggle a lot. Especially these two elements create a lot of balance issues in your mind. And this also has a direct connection to your hormone adrenaline. When you are out of balance, you use very often this index finger when you are getting out of balance. So you have to be always extra careful, and there are specific techniques, practices, how to balance these two elements you will learn in our future meditations. If you continue the journey further, the next is thumb. So what is the next element which is manifesting from the air element? Fire element. So pay attention, thumb is a very, very important part. Actually, the most important part of your hand in a way. It's also your prana center. And become aware that the upper part of the thumb is very, very special. It has 3 nerve connections which are related to the main brain hypothalamus. The second is pituitary gland, the master hormone switch. And third is the pineal gland, third eye intuition center. Then you will understand that when you are practicing different mudras, you very actively, and especially in the Rudraksha meditation, you actively use these 3 nerve centers for creating a balance in your hormone system, nervous system, intuition energy, creating a balance effect inside you. You will practice and learn today when you will use the Rudraksha, when I'll explain how you use the Rudraksha. So if you remove your thumb, your hand practically has no value. So it is a fire. Fire is the transformation energy. Fire is that burning desire, passion inside you, which inspires you to go more deeper in your journey, which inspires you to find out your teacher, which helps you to connect to your inner teacher. From fire element, what is the next more gross element? This little finger represents which one? Water element. And pay attention, water element has a very deep connection with the moon energy. And you are 80% water. And as the lunar cycle is changing, it has a very, very, very deep connection with your mind energy. So, especially on the full moon, what happens inside you? A big upsurge of energy takes place, making you ocean, making you 100% rise of your water element. And if you are not able to handle it, it can disturb your balance. So the practice, what we will be doing later on, will also help in dealing with this extra surge of energy inside you, which if handled properly can create miracles in you, can create such a beautiful state of balance inside you that you can just completely transform yourself using the same full moon energy which was bringing you out of balance. From the water element, the next finger, it has a very interesting name. It is called ring finger. So pay attention, it is the most gross element, earth element, and it is not by chance that this finger is used to you put the ring. That when you want to get completely grounded and you are no more like free, you commit yourself in a relationship, then complete grounding happens. As a reminder, the ring is put in this finger. So it's very interesting that these five elements which operates in a gross way and is used in different mudras. I already showed you the lotus mudra, where we are using the water and the fire elements. Lotus is a symbol of purity, complete, the most pure form of energy. How you become pure, how you clean yourself, water and fire energies. If you are practicing meditation, you also use a very important mudra, Gyan mudra. Gyan means knowledge. So you will notice one thing, that the way the mudras are used in yoga tradition, they are very different the way they use it in tantra practices. Tantra is a much more advanced knowledge system where you can create exponential energy flow, where you can make 1 plus 1 11, not 2. No linear transformation, exponential transformation. And this is what happens during the full moon. The energy expands exponentially and you can't handle it. In normal situation, energy is always transforming linear, easy to handle, but no big shift happens. You can't make a big outcome out of it. So let's try to understand how these five elements are operating at the subtle level. So gross level, when you are making the Gyan Mudra in yoga tradition, how you use? You make the Chin Mudra where you are combining the index finger at the tip of the thumb. Have you paid attention that what two elements you are combining in this mudra? What two elements are combined? Fire with air. Can you combine fire with air? It's mission impossible. These are two opposite elements. There's no easy way. If you learn how to harmonize air and fire inside you, what it will create inside you? A knowledge, a balance. That's why it is called Gyan Mudra, that you become wise. You know how to manage two opposite energies inside you. And it's very interesting that in yoga tradition, you do it in a more simple way, but in Tantra tradition, the practice is done a little different. Instead of putting the index finger at the tip of the thumb, you press the nail of the index finger in the middle of the thumb. And you know why? I just explained there are three nerves in the upper part of the thumb. And in this tantric practice of Gyan Mudra, you are also combining and activating the three nerves related to hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and pineal gland. So you are speeding up, you are again creating exponential effect of energy because all these nerves are being activated, creating a balance in your nervous system, hormone system, activating your intuition energy, making your connection to your inner teacher more deeper. And take your Rudraksh and now hold the Rudraksh in your palms and meditate on the energy of Rudraksh and three times mentally chant to connect with the Shiva energy. Om Namah Shivaya. Feel the five element healing energy in the Rudraksh bead. When you will watch this Rudraksh carefully, you will become aware that there are five lines in each bead. So there are five divisions. Little bit gently give massage to your nerves in your palms. Move the gentle massage. And then you will become aware that Rudraksh bead is very special. It is not smooth. Almost all the beads which you are using for your spiritual practices are smooth, either wood or glass. But this is the only bead which is rough. So now take the Rudraksh bead and watch the bead carefully. You will notice that each bead has five divisions. not by chance, it is called Panchmukhi, five face. And it is the most important type of Rudraksh, because there are many different type of Rudraksh, but for the spiritual purpose, this is the most common one used. What are these five lines representing in this Rudraksh? Why it has five divisions? So there's a mythological story that Shiva, who deciphered all this knowledge system, which I am sharing with you, used to meditate for longer periods to find out the answers to his tribe. And he was not happy after one of the long meditation. He saw that people are listening only when he's there, and when he's not there, they are back to the same state, like they are not following what they are learning. He became sad, and out of that sadness, one tear drop fell on the ground. It's a mythological story, but it has a very deep meaning, energy meaning in it. So a tree was born from that drop of tear, which was a seed energy. That teardrop was a seed, a potent, powerful seed. And Rudraksh is the fruit of that tree. So in a way, Rudraksh represents the five element healing energy of cosmic dimension represented by Shiva, the cosmic consciousness. So you can connect to the cosmic consciousness using and doing the Rudraksh meditation. And it's very interesting that when you use the Rudraksh meditation in Tantra tradition, it is not only done for counting or chanting mantras. Counting is one reason you use any bead. You can use any bead for counting. But Rudraksh has more value than just counting of the mantra. How it is used? It is kept between the navel point on the palm, and the upper part is kept in front of the heart center. And pay attention, the bead is kept on the middle finger, space element, not on index finger. Index finger is not used for any spiritual work. And then this Rudraksh is moved towards you using the upper part of the right thumb. So pay attention when you are doing this practice. You are doing two things. First thing, each time a particular element from the bead is touching the three nerve centers. And as you are moving the bead, it is harmonizing these three nerves and creating a deep balanced state in your nervous system, hormone system, and connecting you deeper and deeper with your intuition energy, activating your inner teacher energy. So this is one thing, but pay attention, as I mentioned, that these five elements, when they are operating in the gross body, they operate through five fingers. But how they operate and control the subtle levels, subtle koshas. So there is a very subtle breath cycle happening and guiding you and controlling your experience is the element chart. So as you have a alternate nostril breathing, which changes every 60 to 90 minutes, it is called alternate nostril breathing cycle. We have talked in our last meditation. We have practiced also that how this practice can help you to combine the solar and lunar energies, and when the equal flow is happening, it opens the Sushumna and it opens the third eye, the Jupiter energy. But today you will learn very, very deep understanding of that subtle switch and the more important element chart that you have a very deep experience through the five element flow in your nostrils. This cosmic energy of five elements, when it is entering into you, it has a very subtle chart and flow. At a given time, one element is dominant and it has a specific duration. And during that period, that dominant element is controlling all your experience, what is going on inside you, whether it is your inner physiology, whether it is your what is going on inside you, in your mind, in your soul. So all the experience which is going on through the dominant element, through your chakras, creating and experiencing different energy states are controlled at subtle level by the dominant element. So what happens in this practice when you are doing this Rudraksha bead meditation using specific mantras, you are harmonizing the five element flow inside you. Because each time a specific element is activating and energizing the three nerve centers, creating a complete balance state, almost a cosmic state inside you. When you are not practicing, you can also wear this Rudraksh. And you will notice that when you are wearing the Rudraksh, all the spiritual energy during your practice, during your meditation, which is being generated, is getting stored through the five elements healing energy of this beat. It becomes your spiritual powerhouse. So we advise that not only during meditation practice you should wear it, but you can also wear it other times also, except during sleep. You can put it beside your pillow. But if you want to learn, we teach in our workshops how to use Rudraksh and deeper ways of using it. Today, what we will do is that we'll Today is the full moon, as I mentioned. And today the purpose will be that you'll be using the moon mantra, and moon energy is very powerful. The white light of the moon is the powerful exponential energy medium. I have talked about it in previous meditations, that how you can use this white light of the moon for self-healing, distance healing, telepathy, all the miracle part of the Tantra, esoteric part, is related to the moon energy. So moon energy, and especially the full moon energy, is very, very powerful for such practices. So today practice would be that you can use the bead for the counting purpose, but counting is also very good because you are going to move the bead each time, and which will create a corresponding effect on these three nerves and creating a more balanced state. So when you are inhaling, you will count four and chant Om Somai Namah. Then you will hold the breath. Initial practice for the beginners, it is suggested 4, 7, 8. It's a very good practice for the beginners, that you are inhaling 4 counts, holding 7 counts, and exhaling 8. So see, the ratio of inhale exhale is always interesting, 1:2. It is a standard practice for cleansing of the lungs and improving your breathing and the prana energy. But holding of the breath is not so easy. You need to gradually develop it. And if you are facing with health issues, high blood pressure or anxiety or depression, then you have to be more careful with holding of the breath. But if you are having no serious health issues, the aim of this practice is that gradually, when you are increasing the count of the hold of the breath, we are holding the breath inside. We are not talking of the breath hold outside. That's even much more advanced practice, which requires more preparation and more harder. So for this full moon meditation, what would be your key practice? So let us do it together. That inhale with count 4 and mantra Om Somai Namah. Holding the breath, connecting to your inner cosmic space in your middle part of the body. Count 7 and then exhale, and again mantra Om. When you are holding the breath, you are not chanting the mantra, you are going deep inside into the uniform inner cosmic space in the middle part, in the chest and the stomach cavity, mixing all the 5 pranas and experiencing the full moon energy during that hold of the energy. And then you are exhaling, doing the 8 count with the mantra Om Somai Namah. So let us do together it 9 times. And you can continue this practice today in your own space 108 times. So now we will do together with this. And if you are already comfortable holding the breath, you can do it up to 16 counts if you feel comfortable. If you are a beginner and if you don't know how to hold, then you remain with the counting of 4, 7, 8. So let's do 9 times. Inhale, chant the mantra, 4 count, hold the breath as long as you feel comfortable, connecting to the inner cosmic space, mixing the pranas, connecting to the inner full moon energy, inner ocean energy, experiencing this fullness, wholeness, and then exhale with 8 count. So this whole practice is counted as one. We will do this 8 more times. Do it on your own. Inhale, chanting Om Somai Namah, holding the breath, going deeper. Then 8 count with exhale, Om Somai Namah. So right now you are mainly using the beat for counting purpose. During the hold, you are not chanting. The magic of the practice is during the hold of the breath, where you are able to connect to your inner cosmic space, mixing all the 5 prana energies, experiencing that cosmicness inside you, created by the white light of the moon. Follow this 4, 7, 8, and gradually improve the hold from 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 13, and 13 to 16. Slowly, slowly, no hurry. The main aim of the practice, if you want to just relax and go deep inside, 4, 7, 8 count is enough. Only for advanced practices, you need to hold for longer period for advanced purposes. And you can continue the practice as long as you wish today after when we finish. This is very, very powerful way to connect to the full moon energies, to create that inner cosmic space, that state of abundance. And when you finish the 9 rounds, you again hold the bead between the two palms. Feeling that inner cosmic space. Mentally chanting 3 times Om Shivaya Namaha, experiencing this cosmic space, cosmic oneness, remembering your inner teacher, which will guide you further in your journey, honoring your outer teacher, all outer teachers, starting from mother to your spiritual teacher, and the Adi Guru, the cosmic teacher. You can wear your Rudraksha back. Bring your hands in front of the heart center. Go deep inside. I will also share in the WhatsApp group of Moon Circle. If you are not member, Ildi will send you the link. We have a Moon Circle WhatsApp group where I will share the element chart, what I was explaining. It's a very advanced concept, so very hard to understand in such a short time. And that chart will help you in understanding how important is this element chart and the 5 element flow in the subtle energy levels. And I will also share this technique of 4 and 7 and 8 breathing, how useful it is. So once again, blessings of Guru Purnima. I'm glad that you all, some of you yesterday could join us in person and some of you joined us today online. Om Namah Shivaya.